I think Native policing is community policing. Being with my people, and then them having to depend on me and them coming to me and knowing that I can get the job done, that really helps in my job. When I first wanted to get into policing, I was looking at Calgary City Police or RCMP because we didn't have tribal police out here. And it didn't appeal to me. I wanted it to be where I would make an impact with my own people. I've been here 28 years and I plan to be here for at least another 3 to 4 years. I like to make sure that I check out all the schools and make sure that it's safe on the roads and that nobody's had mechanical trouble or anything. If it's really cold, I have one elder, he loves his sun paper. So I'll run and get a sun paper for him and make sure that he doesn't have an excuse to go outside.
Being from an Indigenous community and from Six Nations in Ontario, I remember saying to my family, I'm going to join the U.S. Army or the RCMP. I was a lost kid and I wasn't doing so hot. And I remember my family saying to me, if you join policing, don't ever speak to us again. I didn't understand why they didn't want me to do that when it would be something that I was doing to better myself. I joined the Mounties and had had the experience of working on different First Nations communities during that time. I realized that I knew a lot about the RCMP history, but I knew nothing about my Indigenous history as far as the impacts of colonialism and the history of policing. We want to reflect the community in our service. We've been able to make drums and teach the teachings behind them as well and hire elders and hire community members to come in and do that. And also to teach our police officers how to make a drum or learn about hoop dancing.
A lot of our members are non-nation, but they're willing to learn. A lot of our guys will find a way to do community events, even on days off, so that they can learn about the culture and learn what's happened. I'm very protective of them. 10-4. And the house number again? We got a complaint about people that were not supposed to be in residence. The homeowner is incarcerated right now, and we got a complaint from the mother of the fellow who owns this place. We came with permission from our housing department to come in and clear the residence. And a lot of the folks that you've seen are on warrant. They are not from here, so it makes our reserve safer, knowing that these people that are from the city are not squatting on our land, in our buildings and our houses.
We have a population of 1.3, 1.4 million directly next door, which means that we have the potential for the criminality that exists in a large center in an urban city that comes onto the nation. It's really a lot of what city policing have been experiencing for many, many years. And what we're trying to do is to continue to be the cornerstone of a community-centered police service, yet having to respond to a higher increase of calls, the severity, the complexities that come, and maintain that balance that I think every police service tries to maintain. We're funded on a model that really has been around since the 90s, and it hasn't changed, unfortunately, since the 90s. It's not stable, it's not sustainable, it's not equitable, and we can't depend on it for years. Often it's year-to-year funding. That does not allow us to forecast on what we need in years to come.
My chief of police, Keith, he's been amazing. I was ready to leave. I told Keith I was done. I told Chief Blake I was done. And Chief Blake said, I will give you something better. Give me a chance here. Keith built everything up. He got us a bigger office. He got us the best equipment. He made this service competitive. And he's continuing to fight. I see the stress he goes under sometimes, having a fight for us, having to fight the government. I don't know how far we would have went without Chief Blake.
It's very hard to compete in a very competitive profession like policing and say our salaries are less, our pension is incredibly less, our health benefits, our medical benefits, our dental benefits are inferior, significantly inferior comparatively. But what I also can say when it comes to the satisfaction or what the communities are saying is that there is a far greater desire to have a First Nation police service policing the community.
I love my community. Everything that the nation has to offer to our kids, to our future generation. They have so much to look forward to. And if they can see me that I'm doing what I love and being on my own reserve, I think that's going to help some of these kids realize that they can do it as well.